All right, we'll get started here. Hopefully everybody in back, you okay? You can see, you can hear? Good to go? All right. Well, welcome. I'm Scott Larson, Executive Director with Marshfield Area Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and it's our pleasure to perform this ribbon cutting ceremony for Escape Room Marshfield. These are so fun to do because it's a situation where we've got local entrepreneurs taking an idea, running with it, repurposing a building that's been empty for a little while. And it's right here in the heart of our downtown. Adds more of an experience to the community. It's something that's kind of a national phenomenon. We've got that type of offering here in Marshfield. So just neat to be a part of this and to help them showcase what they've got here. And we're going to learn a little bit more about that. Well, as we get started, we've got a number of speakers who will say a few words on behalf of this ribbon cutting event. And so we'll get started with that. Up first, representing the city of Marshfield, Mayor Bob McManus. Mayor?
So this, of course, is very exciting for a number of reasons. But I will tell you, when I first heard that this was opening up, I got all excited about it. And then it was fun to go by in the weeks leading up to it, because you'd come down here all the time, they're painting and they're doing anything. Wouldn't let anybody in, but they're doing all this stuff. And then one of our first Experience Marshfield shows was with Dan right here. We were talking about the development. And to watch it from where you all started with what you did to where you are now is so impressive. And it's just great. It's just great for the city. What a great example of what you've done. So I would just like to say that on behalf of myself as mayor, your common council, and all the citizens of Marshfield, congratulations on your opening. We wish you a tremendous amount of success, and thank you for calling Marshfield home. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. We appreciate your enthusiasm for the business community here in Marshfield, and appreciate all the efforts that you and the Common Council do to help make Marshfield a good place to do business. Up next, then, representing the Mackey Board of Directors is our president, Matt Eckelberg. Matt?
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out on kind of a dreary weather day. The nice part is we got a great celebration today to celebrate the ribbon cutting here for the escape room. It's been to great reviews from the folks I've talked to, so congratulations not only on opening up, but a great early success as well. We wish you continued success in the future, and if there's anything Mackey, its board, or its folks there can help you all with, please feel free to contact us. Congratulations.
Matt must be getting close to winding down here. That's maybe one of your shortest comments you've had here.
I'm running out. It's the last one.
Well, you've done a great job. We've really appreciated that. And who knows, we may have to pull you into every once in a while next year to fill in for one or two. Up next, representing, again, I mentioned this is right in the heart of downtown, and we've got a great organization in the downtown that helps to make sure that it's as vital and active as can be. And one of the people overseeing that is Kaylee Gomez from Main Street Marshfield. Kaylee, come on.
Well, I think when you started seeing some hustle and bustle in this building, you probably had a lot of questions, and then this logo pops up on the window, and there's red lighting and more questions. And if you've never experienced an escape room, even more questions on top of that. So I will say to anyone that is here today, anyone that is watching online, you need to come down and actually experience this for yourselves. It is well worth it. If you're not a game person, if you're not a nerdy strategy person, I mean, it is really for everyone, and it is a ton of fun. It's good for families, it's good for friends, and then when you come in here and you start seeing this space and what they've done, for those that had not seen this before, it was a print shop, and it was very much just kind of a four-wall sort of a situation. And the owners, they did everything themselves, like DIY, mastered this entire thing, and it's really incredible. It makes you want to move and get your hands to work and do something that maybe you've been dreaming about for a little bit. So come in and see it. Now's the time. It's a very welcome addition to downtown Marshfield and Marshfield as a whole.
Thank you, Kaylee. That's a great lead-in for our next speaker, because again, this is the brainchild of 4 individuals, and they've designated one individual to represent them and speak and tell us a little bit more about what Escape Room Marshfield is. And so let's welcome Dan DiGiorno up here to tell us more about what's going on.
Okay, well, thank you so much for everybody coming in and kind of cramming into this small area. I think it's a little bit better than outside. A little bit of history for what we have, and the four owners are Jeremy, Katie, Tim, and myself, and we had this brainchild back last summer is really when we started to say, no, last spring, is when we said, are we going to take this next step from an idea to actually fruition? And the four of us took over this building in May, and we worked, and we worked, and we worked, and we worked until August when we opened up our first room, Ransom. And then we worked, and we worked, and we worked some more until we opened up our second room, Titanic, in November. And our December, once we had both rooms open, our December couldn't have been a better month for us. We were busier than we ever thought we could be, which was pretty cool. We hired on 4 employees as well as the 4 owners to help with all of that. And as Kaylee said, which I appreciate so much, has been, and the other 2 gentlemen had said, is the reviews that we've gotten and the feedback that we've gotten from the people that have come here is it's a unique experience that you will not find anywhere else. We designed these rooms ourselves, we built these rooms ourselves. You will never find Ransom or Titanic like this anywhere else in the United States. So we're excited for people to give this a try. We didn't know if this was going to be a 1-year plan, a 3-year plan, a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan. Really, when we started this, it was, we think we have a really good idea. We think we have the skill set between the 4 of us to turn this idea into something, and we went for it, with really not knowing what a year or 2 or 3 years would look like. And now that we're entering 6 months, 8 months into this journey, I don't know if we're going to be slowing down anytime soon, which is scary and exciting at the same time. So while we have our 2 rooms open right now, we'll be building our 3rd room, which will be our biggest room, in the next month or 2, which will take us probably 5 or 6 months to build. And then we will have these 3 rooms running for quite some time, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. And then we will transition into different rooms that we'll create and come up with and build. So above all, I need to say a huge thank you to Mackie, the mayor, Main Street Marshfield, Wenzel Family Plaza, the local business owners downtown, how unbelievably kind they've been, and coming forth with ideas, suggestions, a helping hand, etc. We've been really lucky to have everybody in this room to really kind of be big supporters for us. And Marshfield's a big who you talk to and word of mouth town. And I think that the word is starting to spread. It's going to take some time, and we realize that, but I think the word is really starting to spread that if you come here and you give us a try, I think you'll love your experience. So thank you for everybody that's had even a small hand or a big hand in making us successful and promoting us. We couldn't do it without you, and we really appreciate it. So thanks from Tim, Jeremy, Katie, and myself for helping us out on this journey. It's been fun, and I think we're going to do it for quite some time.
Great. Well, let's get all 4 of you up here then. Let's cut a ribbon. If I can ask Matt to give me that. Who wants to run the heavy equipment?
Jeremy.
All right.
We trust him. Yeah.
All right, let's do this on a count of 1, 2, 3. All right. Congratulations. Well, we hope that we're coming back and back and back because you guys are continuing to grow and to change those rooms out, and it's many years down the road, and there's many versions of rooms to take part in. What a great opportunity. And again, as Matt had mentioned, as Mayor mentioned, if there's anything that the city, that the Mackey, that Main Street can do to be of assistance, by all means let us know. We're certainly, that's a resource for you. You're working on this, we can be some of that back office assistance for you. So we really appreciate that. Well, wish you all the best. But again, don't escape yet, because we're not done here yet. We want to make sure everybody sticks around and takes part in the refreshments and learns more about the rooms that are available. So on behalf of the Marshfield Area Chamber of Commerce and Industry, I'm Scott Larson. And this will conclude the ribbon cutting portion of the ceremony for Escape Room Marshfield. So thank you all very much for coming.